Guys, Ryan Bit of here, Blogging Paradise. If you want to become a full-time blogger, you can purchase my ebook at bloggingparadise.com/ebook. Live from beautiful Nizwa, Oman as the afternoon kicks in. This is when I'm probably going to go with it, guys, because the lighting's best now. I think the connection should be pretty solid, too. I can't guarantee that it'll be awesome, but it should be pretty cool. I'll always replay, though. One thing I did, I don't know if I should have done, I was uploading a video on Facebook as I do this. Is it going to make everything a little slow? Well, we'll figure it out, right? I'll keep this one shorter, though, because it looks like it's a little choppy. And besides, go to bed for a little bit, take a nap. Maybe a nap like to eat. Yeah, I think that sounds good. There's one incredibly freeing blogging concept to embrace that you want to hug, and it's a life concept, really. But it's so difficult to hug and to admit and to accept and just to see as a truth. And I experienced this in my life, and I see a lot of people in their lives who appear to be going through some really difficult stuff. Difficult situations, offline, online with blogging, offline with family. And it's this: life unfolds for your growth and advancement. So life and its experiences, its circumstances unfold for you. Life does not happen to you. So you are not a victim of life, but rather the ultimate beneficiary. And doesn't that sound phenomenal? Now, it's an incredibly difficult concept to understand because when things happen, when we're new to this idea and we really don't have the awareness and we're just living outside in or circumstance-wise, we find that life triggers some of these difficult circumstances, trigger these deep fears that most people resist. And I did for so many years. I mean, when I was younger, some difficult stuff that happened to me during childhood. Then as I got older, some difficult stuff that happened to me, quote unquote, I'm saying two, but four. And when you're in this victim mode, when something happens in your life, these fears come up and you say, oh my God, I don't want this to happen. The more you fight that, you fight the experience, you fight the circumstance, you become more of a victim because you think, oh my God, if this happens, I won't be able to deal with it. And the fear gets stronger and stronger. And this is what living outside in is. And it's a form of hell. It is a form of hell. It really is hell. Because whatever happens on the outside, you're a total bitch to the circumstance. And this is just an absolute nightmare. And I lived like this for so long when things happen in my life. When I eventually felt the pain and the suffering and the fear, I mean, the fear feels it all, of these circumstances in my life, I purged that shit. And when I purged it, I was less and less fear and more love, harmony, and peace. So no matter what happened in my life, whatever circumstances unfolded, I saw it was all happening for me, including those really difficult situations, because we're just spirits in meat suits. A spirit can't be hurt no matter what happens to it. Now, the mind can be hurt and the body can be hurt, but you're like 99.999% spirit, and the body and mind are simply a slave to spirit. Most people don't live this way because, again, they don't feel the fear and the pain and the grief, so everything's going to happen to them. But the spirit knows this is all unfolding for me to experience. So all the really difficult things that have happened in my life, quote unquote difficult, fear, pain, and all these experiences, by feeling and purging them, I saw that it happened for me to purge these really deep fears, to purge this really deep pain, to purge this really deep suffering. So like going forward, I'm okay with virtually anything that happens. Doesn't mean I'll be sad, I won't be, a bit upset about stuff, but as far as being like really depressed, which is a deep fear and pain you've been resisting, or as far as being totally leveled by stuff, yeah, I'm human, so I might be a little shocked or surprised here or there, but I just move on really quickly and seamlessly. Because all these things have happened for me to purge my fears. So when people look at me and they're like, Ryan, you're totally fearless, you're always happy. I'm like, no, I just had some really difficult shit happen in my life that I embraced and I purged. So now going forward, I'm not weighed down by the fear. I'm not weighed down by the fear of the horror of, say, a loss of a parent, because I've had my mom, her experience, her spirit has had the experience with Alzheimer's for the past 5 or 6 years. I lose count. So since I've embraced the hell in the moment, the fear and the pain, and I've seen that's actually happened for my mom's spirit and for my spirit. So I can move forward by purging that and understanding, I'm sad about it, but it's her experience. That's her spirit's experience. And it's helped me purge so much fear and pain. So moving forward, for quite a while now, It's all, everything unfolds for you. You know, stuff with money, stuff with my family, stuff with my blog. It's all happened for me to purge my fear and pain so I can move forward more and more from an energy of love and harmony and service and detachment and generosity and love of God. God, I love you very much. And this is the beauty of life. This is when you look at people that appear to be really, really happy and they have worldly success and they're living their dreams and they're fun and free. They understand life happens for you, not to you. Difficult to embrace at first. Oh, hell yeah. But incredibly freeing because you won't be bound by anything or anyone or anybody, or even your thoughts or even your feelings. Wow. Talk about enlightening. Now, how do you make the shift? You have to own all the shit that happens in your life, quote unquote shit, but all this, I'll say it from the mind, shit, and not be a victim of it. Now, owning does not mean it was your fault. That's the mind's game. It doesn't mean it's your fault. It doesn't mean you caused it. It doesn't mean you wanted it. It doesn't mean karma. It doesn't mean any of this shit. All these bullshit constructs that your mind makes up. You want to move from your mind down into your heart. It just means owning that it happened for you. Just owning that it happened first. And when you own that it happened, what does it mean? Like this video. It means that you have to feel the pain, the blame, the fear, whatever's there. And it's going to be unpleasant. That's why it's difficult, or appears to be really difficult. Ultimately, it's feeling your feelings, but when you're punching into a pillar and you're crying to it, and crying into it, and just saying that this happened, and you clear the victim and you clear the two, then you start seeing that it's all happening for your spirit and for the spirits of those people around you. Now, you know, those spirits are sitting in meat suits that we're attached to. I get it, you know. I get that. I totally do. But when you're really present with those feelings and you purge it, you understand that it's all happening for all of us. And then that's what makes you totally unstoppable. Because when you're in that really just a vibe of love and harmony and fun, you're burdened by the illusion of fear that humanity is, because you've released it. You're not holding grudges. You don't want to stick it to people. You don't have the pain and fear there. Then no matter what happens, you're going to be so much more fearless than most of humanity. But even when you have your fears, you nudge into those uncomfortable energies, and you'll find that all the stuff that seems to be leveling most of humanity, you know, stuff happens and you're just totally good, you know, you don't have those fears in you anymore, so you just handle it so much more gracefully and peacefully. You'll be upset, you'll cry, you'll get annoyed, but they'll be like little, just glimpses, like a quick split second, or maybe 2 minutes, or 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. You're having a really bad day, so it's like for a few hours instead of a lifetime. Because the fear you'll feel it and you'll purge it, and then you just move on, and there's less fear, and there's less fear, and there's more love. Then no matter what happens, it's just a transitory, quick thing. And some of the things that people are really afraid of, you won't be afraid of at all, because you'll have felt and cleared the fear, and you'll just see this is happening for me. I'm feeling the fear, I'm feeling the pain, it's for me. And you understand it's just all just this massive growth. It is enlightening on one level. It's fun, it's freeing. Life happens for you, not to you. But you have to get rid of the habit of blaming other people, blaming circumstances. You have to own everything. Ownership simply means it happened, and I'm going to feel the pain and fear that's there. It does not mean causing it. It does not mean making it happen. It does not mean you earned it or you deserved it. It does not mean any of that. That's all horseshit constructs of the mind. We're moving from the mind down into the heart now, down to the spirit, the limitless part of you. It all happens for here, because your spirit's in a meat suit for a worldly experience. And that's it. So the spirit is it's gonna be purging the fear. The spirit doesn't purge anything, it's limitless, but it's purging the fear from the body, from the mind and the stuff from the body. And that's the beauty of it. And as you proceed, you're gonna be like, wow, life is so much easier now, because no matter what happens, you have that strong spiritual basis. This is happening for me. You'll embrace the feelings. There'll be pain, this and that. You'll understand it's all for you. And then that's where that next level, like absolute bliss is. I mean, a lot of the time. And then when really difficult things do happen, you'll be able to embrace and feel them and release them and own them and just be like, okay, I know, and let them go. Whereas what happens with most of humanity, they're totally just fucked by everything that happens. They're like circumstances, bitch. There's going to be some real feeling going on here, guys, and some real 100% ownership. But you'll move from being a victim to a victor. You'll move from being someone who just life appears to be, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I just want this to happen in my family. It's just I've had so much stuff happen in my life that I totally owned as happening and the feelings behind them that it's just I glide through a lot of this stuff now. And not only gliding, but when really tough things happen, I own the feelings there and I'm able to just move through them more quickly. Life does not happen for you. Life does not happen to you, rather. It is not, it happens for you. It unfolds to purge your fear and pain so you can do more things from a place of love and harmony and peace. And so you'll be able to empower more people. And that's what Blogging Paradise is about. Guys, I'll rewatch this. I guess I watched the first time, right? But hopefully it was not too choppy. I know nobody's on the live because it's like real early East Coast time, and I understand that. But I want to use it now to get the light. So guys, keep an eye out. It's probably going to be, I don't know, I can't say for sure, but later afternoon. So I'll try to get you real early morning if you guys want to get up. I promise I'll keep this. I can't say the time for sure, but definitely before 5:30 Omani time. Oman time, I should say. Not like Omani is. Yeah, that's fine. So that would be like East Coast, 7, 8 o'clock, something like that, between 7 and 8 East Coast time in the States as I'm hopping around. And I have a really exciting announcement to make. I'll make it officially very soon about our next travel destination. It's still, about 6 weeks off. Wow, we're here in Oman for 2 weeks already today. Wow, amazing. No, not quite yet. Tomorrow, 2 weeks. 14 days, just like that. Can that be? Can it really be? That's crazy. So down to 6 weeks already. So 6 weeks until our next location. We did a 4 to 6 week house sit there. Exciting. Guys, life does not happen to you. It happens for you. Incredibly freeing, no matter what happens with family and friends and your business and your blog. God, you're going to be so liberated, and you're going to be able to inspire and empower so many more people who are just so stuck in the victim energy of it's happened to me. And no matter what happens, it'll be so graceful. So so many things in my life that I know people curse, that I cursed for so long that I just didn't. My mom's illness, my financial problems, my business problems. I domestic stuff, and it's just so many issues that happened for me. And not only that, but for the spirits of other people. My mother's spirit. It's her experience. It's her spirit's experience. The body and the mind, it's like this. It's infinitesimal. The spirit is where it's at, and you'll be able to just embrace this energy more and more, which is absolutely phenomenal. I throw the energy out there so much more, but Kelly's sleeping, and we've been having some massive jet lag. So I'm just so happy, guys, that you're joining me for these videos and that you're enjoying them and you're receiving benefit from them. So if you love this one, make sure you share it with your friends, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, send it out to your list, put it on your blog, hit the embed button. This is a really, really good one, guys, because it's a difference maker between you living your dreams, being happy, healthy, and wealthy, prospering, being, having fun, being free. And with that, of course, will become the worldly success will come with that. But you'll be able to just own life, own whatever's going on, just saying it happened. That's all ownership is. It happened. I want to blame, I want to say it's their fault, it's this, but I'm just going to own the feelings. You're free of it, you're free of blame, you're free of circumstances, and then that's when everything starts unfolding for you. And then you'll just be hitting so much momentum. It'll be amazing, the momentum, success momentum you build, and all these other situations come from a place of love and harmony and fun and just service and all this goodness and sweetness and helping and love, and it's the truth. Love is real. Fear is an illusion. Guys, if you become a full-time blogger, you can personally go to bloggingparadise.com/ebook. You guys know the drill by now. Until next time, you know what to do. Enjoy paradise, everybody.